Have you ever dismissed a passing moment, certain it held no weight, only to realize later it turned your entire life upside down? That's exactly what happened in the tale I'm about to share. And its ending still tightens my heart with a lingering pain. The night everything fell apart is carved into my mind, sharp and unyielding. The faint glow of the bar cast long, soft shadows, the hum of strangers' voices swirled around me, and the harsh bite of cheap whiskey scorched my throat. Every detail clings to me, vivid and inescapable. I wasn't supposed to be there, not on that night, not in that dingy tavern, and definitely not with him. His name was Eric, a man who wasn't my partner, and not even someone I held in high regard. He was just there, the kind of person who notices your world unraveling and drifts into your space like a warm scarf against a biting wind. That evening came on the heels of a vicious fight with my boyfriend, Josh. 4 years together, living under the same roof, yet talking about our future felt like grasping at dust slipping through my hands. Eric didn't interrupt or offer empty reassurances. He simply listened, his eyes steady, as if my words mattered, something Josh hadn't made me feel in ages. When tears welled up, his hand reached for mine. A small gesture I told myself was harmless, a fleeting comfort, not a betrayal. 1 drink became 3, then melted into 6. The walk to Eric's apartment was a fog, the kind where your heart warns you're making a grave error, but your legs keep moving forward. We never spoke of it afterward, not a single mention. I convinced myself it was nothing, a drunken stumble that wouldn't change how I felt about Josh. But the next morning, Josh's usual message didn't come. No warm good morning, no light-hearted jab to ease the sting of our argument. When I dialed his number, it went straight to voicemail. By evening, he still hadn't come home. I paced our apartment, rehearsing explanations for a confrontation I wasn't sure would happen, holding on to the faint hope he couldn't possibly know. Guilt ate at me, but I clung to the belief we'd patch things up, as we always did. 2 days passed, then 3. His phone remained off. His clothes stayed untouched in the wardrobe, his toothbrush sat unused in the bathroom, but he was gone. On the 4th day, a knock startled me. I thought it was him. Instead, Amy, his sister, stood there, her eyes swollen and her face stern. She didn't soften her words. "Josh knows," she said, her tone icy and final. My breath hitched. "Knows what?" "Don't act clueless," she shot back. "He knows about you and Eric. His friend was at the bar. Took pictures." My stomach churned, bow rising. Pictures? Of course, Josh's friend lived near that place. "Where is he?" I stammered, my voice shaking. "Not here. Not with you. That's all you need to know." She turned and left, leaving me rooted in the doorway, the air sucked out of the world. That night, I poured my soul into a lengthy message, pleading for forgiveness, insisting it was a mistake, that it meant nothing, that I still loved him. Silence was my only reply. A week crawled by then too. I scoured his social media for any sign of him, but his profiles were lifeless, as if he'd dissolved into nothing. Eric texted once, "Are you all right?" And I blocked him without responding, his words a painful echo of the chaos I'd unleashed. 3 weeks later, I came home to find our apartment keys on the kitchen counter. No note, no clothes left in the wardrobe, no toothbrush in the bathroom. That was his goodbye. I must have stared at those keys for hours, my mind replaying that night I swore was insignificant, certain we could bury it. But to Josh, it had meant everything. 2 months later, a mutual friend mentioned spotting Josh at a cafe, his fingers laced with someone else's. I didn't ask what she looked like. I didn't need to. The image of him smiling at her, the way he once smiled at me, sliced deeper than any blade. That night, I sat in the dark, wondering if she knew the whole story, or if I was just the crazed ex in her mind, unable to let go. I never reached out to him again, never tried to explain or beg further. Part of me yearned to send one final message, to plead, to swear I'd undo it all if I could. But his choice was clear. The hardest truth was that I couldn't even blame him. He'd trusted me and I'd broken that trust. I told myself it was a momentary slip, but to him, it was the moment our shared future collapsed. Months later, I deleted his number, but the guilt stuck to me unyielding. It's staggering how a moment you think is trivial can become a weight that reshapes you entirely. Every time I passed that bar, The sting of whiskey and the warmth of Eric's hand flood back, as vivid as ever. And I still hear the silence of a door that never opened again, because Josh was gone forever. It's almost cruel how quickly one night can unravel years of love. Sometimes, there's no resolution, just a haunting stillness.